Hey, good morning, Aaron. It's Dan down at the Bush Truck and Diesel. I sent you a video on the blue HV507. Wanted to also give you a peek at this green one. They're identically spec'd, so anything that I talked about has the same specs. The only real difference is the paint code between these two trucks. So this as well is a 2026 International HV507. It's a set forward axle. It's going to come with the identical equipment as well. So you've got a 12-foot reversible front plow with a 9-foot wing. The axle rating is 43,000 GVW. So you got a 20,000 pound front axle with a 23,000 pound rear axle, and that is a locking diff. So kind of just give you a quick walk around on this one as well. You can see that it's a good looking truck. We didn't cut a bunch of corners to make it cheap. It's got a lot of things that maybe some people wouldn't necessarily ask for, or maybe not even know about. Stuff, just simple things like the heated windshield, the bug screen behind the grille, the aerodynamic mirrors instead of the C-loop, the exterior sun visor on the top, stainless steel fuel tank straps, stuff like that. That's just kind of not really that much more of a cost, but they can make the truck probably last, an extra, in the case of like stainless steel fuel tank straps, can save you some money down the road by not having to replace them if they were steel, and what happens in the winter in Wisconsin and Minnesota when that brine or that salt gets up in there and starts to eat away at that chassis. So back to the truck here. 2026 International is powered by a Cummins 360 horsepower Allison automatic transmission. It has 11-foot dump body on with a hoist, a 9-foot wing I'll talk about as we go around the other side. This is a 70-gallon fuel tank right here. It does come with a block heater, you can see right here. Step up in the cab. Has cloth seats. It's a fixed passenger seat with an air ride driver's seat. This does have a battery cutoff switch on it, which is located right behind the driver's seat. From left to right, you've got power locks, power windows, power mirrors, heated mirrors. I mentioned the mirrors earlier as aerodynamic instead of C-loop. What we found and what International discovered after some time was that if you can get the mirror to sit down a little lower, it gives just a little bit better visibility on both sides. There's also a look-down mirror over there. You're coming into a spot where you may be in a 2-lane highway and somebody creeps up and you can't see them. That look-down mirror is quite valuable. The steering is tilt right here. Got your light package right here. You also have a lamp check here that allows you to, when you do your pre-trip, to walk around the truck and it cycles through all the lights. Got your plow lights right here. This has a premium gauge cluster, and it functions through this paginator right over here. You can see that, and that'll cycle through different gauges and alerts. So it has a lot of functions to it. We also have on the steering wheel, we have cruise control and Bluetooth audio. International, about 3 or 4 years ago, went to the stock shifter. It's this Allison automatic transmission. Control right here is the stock shifter. Instead of a push button and the driver being distracted and having to lean down for maybe a T-bar shifter or a push button shifter on the dash, they have it right here, just like a blinker control. And this also includes a compression brake. So you've got stages off, stage 1, 2, and 3. And that's the compression brake setting. Again, driving to put it in drive and to put it in reverse. So Allison automatic transmission, very friendly, keeps the driver's attention on the road and their hands on the wheel. So I come over to the right here. We already talked about the paginator. We did mention that the truck has a locking diff. Also has a trans mode, which in this case we leave in performance. Snow valve to keep the snow out of the engine. Heated windshield. Automatic neutral. If you were to get out of the truck and not set the parking brake, it would put the not set the parking brake and leave the truck in gear. It would automatically put the truck in neutral. Parked regen, inhibit switch, commonly just being used less and less, but they're there for your missions. We also have some work lights, a wing light, a spreader light, and a strobe light. The strobe lights are on the roof. They're pretty nice. And then a couple extra switches here too. Plow controls are right here. You've got your hoist, your main front plow, and your wing. Spreader controls are right here. That's the 5100EX by Force America. I think I mentioned in the other video, one of the things I like to brag about is International's HVAC system, which is super good. So extra power sources here and here, and then we have the extra transmission temperature gauge right here with an air filter gauge as well, and more power sources here and here. So that's kind of the interior of the truck. Let's go ahead and walk around the back side of the truck. We'll talk about the equipment a little bit more. It's got a Henderson 11-foot dump body with 30-inch sides. It's stainless steel. And there's a 30-gallon slimline hydraulic tank. You can see aluminum wheels. This is a spring suspension. The spreader in the back, I know I sent you measurements on that. I think it was just a little roughly over 30.5 feet, 30 feet 8 inches, and overall length with the plow, not at an angle. See the spreader there. There's also, which I didn't mention in the other one, is a receiver tube with some D-hooks. The auger on that spreader is a 9-inch auger. Come over here and you can see the batteries are located right here on the passenger side with the air tanks below. This has a mid-mount wing. Here's one of those lights that we talked about for the wing. Nice aluminum after treatment cover. Same with the stack. You got a nice vertical exhaust. You got exterior grab handles on both sides, and the interior grab handles are yellow, so they kind of stand out. If you're getting on the truck, in and out of the truck at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're plowing. It's kind of nice to be able to really see that grab handle. So this front mount wing is a 9-footer, and you can see the strobe lights mounted on the roof. The mounts for those are factory mounts, and the upfitter really likes it because all they have to do is mount the bracket on, or the light bar on the bracket. So the brackets themselves are factory, so there's no chance of any leaking or anything like that. That can be a problem with some OEMs. So anyways, here's just a quick walk around. Wanted to show you this beautiful truck as well. So we've got the green one, we've got the blue one. I don't imagine they're going to be around long. We do have some people looking at some of these trucks, and they're ready to go for this winter. So if your township is ready to take a closer look, let me know, and we'll work something out so you guys can do it, maybe do a demo. So thanks for watching.